Hey, it's Kaero. Welcome back to the channel. With the release of the Brothers War fast approaching, there is one thing that I think a lot of players are going to misunderstand right off the bat. But since you subscribe to this channel, you will not be among them. You will know exactly how these work. Let's talk about Power Stones. Power Stones were introduced with the latest set, Dominaria United, and only a very few select cards generate them, so they're not widely seen in the meta yet. But what is a Power Stone token? Well, a Power Stone token is generated by another card. It's a token artifact that you can tap to add colorless mana. And this mana can't be spent to cast a non-artifact spell. On initial read-through, a lot of players think, okay, this can only be used to play artifacts. That seems pretty narrow, but that is not the case. The mana generated from Power Stones can be used for anything except non-artifact spells. One great use for a Power Stone token is going to be to use them to pay for abilities of permanents you own. Whether those are creatures, artifacts, enchantments, or something else. As long as you're not casting a spell, it doesn't have to be an artifact. We're also seeing a few cards in the Brothers War with the Ward ability, which requires you to pay colorless mana to target a permanent with the Ward ability. Now, this is a perfect use for mana generated by Power Stones. With the release of Streets of New Capenna, we've seen nearly every control and tempo deck based in blue using the common counterspell Make Disappear, which requires you to pay 2 colorless mana to prevent your spell from being countered. But if you've got a Power Stone token, you can easily pay this price. One thing to note though is it looks like, and I say looks like because not everything has been confirmed yet, that these Power Stone tokens come into play tapped either 100% of the time or nearly 100% of the time. So it's not likely they're going to be used on the turn that they're generated. So just keep that in mind. But like I said, not all cards from the Brothers War have been revealed, so it's too early to make the claim that they always come in tapped, but it's just appearing that way. I think a lot of players are going to misunderstand Power Stone tokens with the release of the set, and if they do misunderstand, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of really sweet cards not picked up by other drafters at your pre-release or in MTG Arena Premier Draft Day 1 simply because people are thinking they have to have a ton of artifacts in their deck for Power Stones to be useful. Now, it certainly helps to have a heavy artifact presence because that means you can cast big, nasty artifacts with these Power Stones and kind of ramp into them. But understanding that Power Stones can be used for other things is an immense advantage. So, by subscribing to this channel, you can take these tips into your sealed deck or draft on day 1 of release. Take advantage of this information and hopefully it will give you an edge and it will lead you to victory. Thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I couldn't do it without you, and I will see you next time.